and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Texas Longhorns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Hey guys, checking in with the Texas head coach before the game. He talked to me about the importance of this young running back. Just a freshman, he has continued to showcase his talent. They gave him an opportunity early in the season, and they have been rewarded. He continues to shine and be very productive at the line of scrimmage. I'm going to keep you posted on how he plays here in the first quarter. They're feeding him early and often. He's in the script. Can he keep the momentum going? We'll find out. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. Looks like he's going to bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point. And rallying to the football.
And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Making the adjustment on the play. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. And the Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up.
Ready, go!
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
First one's on its way. The leg ought to be strong. Only called on twice in the victory last week. There he goes. Open it up. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. They are so close to a score they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Fresh center downs going to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Left side is Terry. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. 3rd and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Throwing right. And he's incomplete on 3rd down.
The offense gets pretty lucky there. 3rd down in your own end. You're throwing to try to get the first. That ball just a little bit late, and as a result, they're lucky that wasn't a pick 6.
The Longhorns line up to punt it away. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Looks it in. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Russell. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bama.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. They put the brakes on him.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers to that.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. The give to the fullback. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns are rolling down the field.
They run it, they get the 1st down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Out wide left, it's Wilson.
And they've dug themselves a hole in this football game. I get it. Obviously, defense has not played great on the other side. But this possession right here, man, this is big. Get the passing game going. Get a little bit of balance going. I think they need to score on this possession to take a little pressure off and kind of get that defense juiced up.
Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
He's got him in the flat. Run ends there.
Well, they're throwing this ball to the running back out in the flat. That's essentially an extension of a sweep play, right? But the defender there to bring him down for a gain of no yards.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly out to the... Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Rashetta Downs going up top. Back's got it on the screen. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the 1st and goal. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Moves to his right. And they keep him out of the end zone. He's run out of bounds at the 5. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Second down, going to throw it. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorn. They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to bring it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. That's caught. It's Edwards. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. They were all over it. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Now here's Russell. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. Alabama quickly back to the line. These 2 guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing Russell. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Lets it fly. Out wide right, it's Butler. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They go play action with Russell. Moving to his left. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Left side is Scott. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll run it on first and goal. He cannot get it in. A mere inches away from pay dirt.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Keelan Russell. Touchdown Tide. Quick strike through the air for the score. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they closed it going up top for the final few inches and the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Back to pass on second down. Almost a D lineman's dream, but he couldn't hang on. It'll be third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Now he'll turn one loose back to the middle. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Just smothered on the play.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on third down. Russell. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knocked him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. No No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Making the adjustment. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Got his man down the middle. He's down right there, short gain on the grab. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
On the one hand, literally, that was a fantastic catch, but on the other hand, didn't get enough.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of an old basketball analogy, like $1 million move, $1 finish. Nice play, but it didn't get the first down.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Wants to throw it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
And back to the air on second down. Right side, it's Garrison. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, pressure's coming. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
And I feel like that was predetermined. They told him in the huddle, man, chuck that thing down the field. Like, haven't run the ball well, haven't thrown it well. They haven't really gotten started off on the right.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Quarterback changing the play.
Booster, booster.
Snaps on 4th down. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Drops back on first down. Here comes the heat. He's sacked. This defense all over him. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up on tempo. They're ready to do it again.
2nd down, gonna throw it. And they can't make the connection.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Gonna let it fly. He's got it at the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. From the red zone, looking for a man. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Throwing Russell. Going for it all. Upstairs, he's got it. Completely shot a bolt of energy into this drive. Inside the 40, finally stopped at the 39. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Russell. Out wide left, it's Butler. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Keelan Russell. Lets it fly deep downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get it started here. Week 6 on what's already been a revealing day here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Sam Houston Bearcats taking on the Colorado State Rams. And it's Sam Houston State in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
The Alabama offense coming onto the field. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Now here's Russell. Makes the grab. He's into the open down the middle. The 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Once he got some room, it was over. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. Quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his 2nd touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Trying to get the corner. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Great job by the defense, forcing the fumble, but a bad, unfortunate bounce, and the offense pounces back on it.
2nd down to the air. Had to force that one.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Fires downfield. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great third down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. The toss to the right. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Russell. Rush right in his face. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that 1st down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's changing the play. Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Fires to the wideout. Left side is Butler. Sprinting away. Touchdown, Alabama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
And he tacks on the extra point.
Number 33, set to kick this one away.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Wants to throw one first. Turns it loose. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless. It's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. Gonna look downfield again. Unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Garrison. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback keeper. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. And the Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Snap in the shotgun. Touchdown Longhorns! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Throwing Russell. Out wide right, it's Butler. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Ripped off a chunk on the opening play of this drive. Now it's first down from the 48. Trying to establish the run. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And I think after that play there, you're seeing how this offense is staying committed to having some balance. They've had so much success early in this game throwing the football, right? They've been lighting the scoreboard up through the air, but they also want to keep the defense on their heels so you continue to run the football.
He's taking the shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
It's something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully for their sake.
It's a running room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Fresh center downs going to the air. Makes the grab. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Longhorns headed quickly to the line.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right cover...
And the defense, they've got him at the 27. They'll go empty and 5 wide on 2nd and 13.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something, because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Right side, it's Terry. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. The Longhorns look to do some damage in the red zone. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Good timing on the quick out. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Just watching the clock drain away in this one, it's all but in the books. Let's take a look at the top 25, and this game might have an impact on these rankings next week. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the 4th quarter.
Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Russell from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it on the left. Took it all the way to the 36-yard line, and he flipped the field in an instant. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Russell on play action. Left side is Edwards. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
Going for 6. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Fired in from the red zone for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Here comes the Texas offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. The Longhorns want to move quickly. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Going for the big play. He's got it way down the field. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Out wide left, it's Garrison. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. Fourth and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Needs it here on fourth down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Still looking to his right. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Second down, gonna throw it. They're all over him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
He'll take it himself. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal?
Return!
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over.
Freeze, freeze. Level, level. Let's go.
Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on fourth down with the heat.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now, because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed fourth down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards, if that's your thing.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Russell rushes on. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. So they'll get a fresh set of downs thanks to that roughing the passer penalty. It's 1st and 10.
Blue 42, Thunder. Blue 42, Thunder.
Looking downfield, it's Russell. He's going for the big play. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game. Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They go play action with Russell. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Looking for more room.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
First play of this drive. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man. Makes the grab and down immediately. He picks up a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it.
Looking long. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
He'll take the deep shot. He's got it on the outside. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Russell. Look out. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Back to throw, it's Russell. Escapes the pressure to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Even with this lead, they'll throw again. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
Fires to the right. He's got it. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were